Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I have done a plant haul. But with this move from Arizona to Florida, you all know that I had to leave behind a lot of my plants, a good portion of my collection. So now I am slowly starting to rebuild that. And this is the first plants that I'm adding back into my collection. Well, 3 of them are adding back replacements. 1 of them is a brand new one that I did not have before. So let's not waste any more time and I'll show you my haul. Let's get to it. Okay, I like to start off with smallest to biggest. So let's start off with this little guy. You know, every plant collection has to have an assortment of pothos. And I left all of my pothos in Arizona. This is the neon pothos. It's a little 4-inch. All of these plants I got at Lowe's. It's a little 4-inch I got for $4.98. It's in great condition. You can see there. Love the brightness of this. This is, pothos in general are such a hardy plant to grow, easily grow, and their leaves get so big, but this one has just that pop of neon, that vibrancy, that chartreuse. I do have a pot that I think I'm going to put this and just pop it in there. This is an urban jungle pot that I had something else in, but I brought the pot with me, and I'm going to be hanging the majority of these plants in my bedroom. Yesterday I installed my curtain rod up above my window. I have a south-facing window there, even though the house next door to us kind of covers some of the light. It's just enough light to brightness to really help these plants grow and prosper. So this neon pothos with this urban jungle pot is going to be hanging there. I found my macrames that I had packed away. I, gone through episodes of where did I pack that, and I can't find this still. So I did find my macrames, and I'm going to be hanging those up. Now, one did come with its own macrame. This is an urban jungle. You know, they are one of my favorite companies to buy from. This urban jungle, Philodendron Brazil, in a terracotta pot. It is in a black nursery pot inside this cachepot of a terracotta pot, and hanging from this beautiful macrame. It has its own hook there that you can hang. So it was already ready to go. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more. And $22.98. So I thought for everything that you get with it, that was a good price, because by the time I bought a pot, the macrame, all of that, I was going to be spending about that much. And the plant itself, although it was a little bit squished inside here, I loosened it up and found that it was much longer than I anticipated, this Brazil. But it's got some beautiful, again, that neon chartreuse green that I absolutely love. So this is a replacement of the Brazil that I left behind. Now with this pot, obviously it's a cachepot. It does not have a drainage hole on the bottom. The black nursery pot does. I did take it out and notice that the roots are just starting to grow through the holes on the bottom of that pot. So soon enough, I'll need to repot this into something maybe a little bit bigger. But these plants do like to be a little bit, not tight, but a little bit snug in their pots. So it's going to be just fine for a few months, and, no need to repot it. So it's in great condition for the price. I loved it. Are you wanting out? Come on. Go in. The grass is kind of long, so she walks all the way along the side and goes off to the side there. Okay, so one that I did not have previously and that I saw there, one of the things I love about the Lowe's and Home Depots here in Florida is that they have so many plants that I could not find in Arizona. This here is another Pothos, and this is the Baltic Blue Pothos from Costa Farms from their Trending Tropicals line. Again, this also has a black nursery pot inside with a beautiful cash po. And I will be putting this in a macrame hanger also. I want it to, I could do one of two things with this plant. I could put a pole here and have it go up the pole, or I could hang it and have it draped down. Since I'm wanting to put more plants in my room, I decided to put it in a macrame hanger and let it hang down. But I've been wanting to get one of these because of the early fenestrations that the leaves get compared to its cousin, the sea blue Pothos, that does get fenestrations in the leaves, but the leaves have to be much more mature. It takes much longer for them to finally get fenestrations. And this coloring on the Baltic Blue is very dark green blue, whereas the Cebu Blue is more of a silvery blue sheen to it. So I'm loving how this looks. I think it will really like that south-facing window and start draping down from the macrame hanger. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm really happy. I don't have the Cebu Blue. I left that one for my mom, so I'll have to get that one too. But you know what? With this one here, the cost was, I'll tell you in a minute, $19.98. So I've got one more to show you. You probably see him back here, but I had a budget. You know, it was $80 for everything, and that was my budget. Actually, I went over a little bit, but you know, it's going to cost me a little bit to replace all these plants and to build my collection. And with the cost of things these days, it's going to take me a little while. So I did talk to my mom yesterday and showed her some of the plants that I got. And we talked about some of the plants that I left, and particularly a lot of my Sansieverias. So she is going to be separating portions of my Sansieverias and some other plants that I left behind, and mailing those portions to me, those cuttings and separations. She's going to be mailing them to me. We talked about how to package them and all that. So, you know, that's one way that I'm going to rebuild my collection, is have her mail me portions of what I left behind. So let me go back here and introduce you to Monty. I had to get a Monstera Deliciosa. Look how gorgeous he is. This is Monty. And he was $16, $15.98. I thought for this 3-gallon size planter, there's a nursery pot in there. This is a basket I already had with a plant stand that I already had and painted and kind of, you know, roughed it up a little bit. And this here is part of a shelving unit that I wasn't using, so I just kind of propped it up behind there to give Monty some support, because he's got, you know, a branch there that's kind of growing off to the side. But Monty is looking lovely. I knew that a Monstera was one plant that I needed to replace. I left mine to my son and my daughter-in-law. They are loving it. So for this price of $16, I thought this was just wonderful, because I saw other ones there that were $26, $36, even $50, and they weren't all that much bigger than this one. So I'm really, really happy with this one. It's here near my dining room. It gets lots of bright light when those blinds are open. This really brightens up the room, but I can move him around just about anywhere. This is where he's at right now. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to stay there. So he's over here with, back there I've got Mark and Terry. So he's joining the family. Well, there you have it, friends. Just 4 plants in this haul, but 3 that are my replacements that I knew I really wanted to get back into my collection quickly, and 1, that Baltic blue pothos that I had been eyeing, was not able to find, but I found it readily here in Florida. So I'm so glad to have that in my collection. As you can see also, they are happy hanging in my window, my south-facing window in my bedroom. And I think they're really going to do well there. Monty's going to do great out here in the living room, dining room area. And I'm so happy to be doing plant haul videos again. Bear with me. You know, I'll do them as often as my budget allows me. But I do have in my next video after this, I am going to be sharing with you some home decor of some painting projects that I've been doing on furniture. If you've been watching my stories on Instagram, you'll know that I have been painting quite a bit and doing some home decor too. So next video, I'll be sharing those projects with you. If you haven't already, friends, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun and how we're getting acclimated here in Florida and getting our home together and refurbishing my plant collection. Thanks so much, friends. I appreciate you always stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me and Rosie and Sam. I'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.